What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the motherfucking building. This time, I am back, honey, for a recap of Real Housewives of Potomac. This is season 4, episode 8. I enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna start the episode recap out with something from Iyanla, and this is to Candiace. The issues with your mother that are coming up with her disrespecting you, smacking you, or whatever the hell happened at your friend's wedding or whatever, wherever y'all was at, and your mother got the clowning and acting a damn fool in front of everybody. Candiace, this is coming up so it could be healed, okay? This stuff has been festering for quite some time, and you've ignored it, pushed it under the rug. You've kind of made a joke of it a little bit. You'll cry, but you still are not going with your intuitive voice, which is to leave her alone, keep her at a distance, move out of that home. I think now, because that situation happened, you're like, hey, me and my man gotta go. I gotta get me a new place. We gotta get us something else. She's talking to Chris, and Chris seems like the more practical one in the relationship, because Chris is like, okay, I get the situation with your mother, but you need to be thinking about now, now we're not really ready to do that. I got to get this cookbook out there. Then they began talking about inviting the ladies over to test the food and kind of give some input on, the recipes and, what they're going to be tasting. I felt like that was a good idea. Then Candiace or Chris mentioned inviting Ashley, and Candiace was like, well, no, I don't know if she should come, because it's been some shit between me and her lately, and I haven't been feeling it. And Chris was like, well, who better than her? She's in a restaurant business, and she tastes things. My thing is this, ain't word on the street is they damn restaurant then got closed. Ashley and Michael's restaurant, I heard they got closed. And then what would Ashley know about good cuisine? They was selling emu and all this other shit up in a restaurant. Just because you in a restaurant business, that don't mean you know about good food. Chris, the way you cook and stuff, it look like you know what you're doing. And Ashley and them, I don't think they know, honey. That's why they, out of business right now, I believe, honey. Allegedly. We'll put that on there. But I have been hearing the gossip, honey. And I don't think that restaurant is open. And I had a feeling it wouldn't stay open because some of the shit that they were serving, it just didn't seem appealing to a lot of people. Some people like that, but you gotta have stuff on your menu that really caters to most people. Okay, so the next scene we got Giselle, Robyn, and Ashley. They're pretty much taking a walk. Now, is it me or is that damn Giselle getting thick? Her damn legs, I didn't know they was that damn big. I mean, she's still in good size. Giselle's a really beautiful woman. But I didn't realize, you guys, she was that thick, because she always looks, kind of slim. Most of the time she looks slim. It looked like she may have gained, a few pounds, which is fine. She's still bad. Anyways, Ashley ends up talking about the Pride event that's coming up and how she's been invited to perform that whack-ass song she got, child. Ashley, you need to sit your ass down. You cannot sing. Candiace, you are a struggle singer as well, but you sing better than Ashley. I give you that. But anyways, Giselle tells Ashley what Candiace said about her. Giselle tells Ashley that Candiace was talking about Ashley's miscarriage situation. Y'all remember when she was at Monique's rainbow party, Ashley began talking about the miscarriage situation. Michael was crying and, and like I told y'all, I kind of felt like Michael was full of shit with the crying he was doing, because I thought that Monique's rainbow party was about, the happiness of, her and Chris having another baby. And yes, Monique told everybody to tell their story, but I felt like Michael was kind of acting like an asshole. How do you really be happy for them and everything we're going through? And like, I thought he was doing too much. So Giselle tells Ashley about that. She's all up in arms about that. She needs to focus on her own situation and what the hell is wrong with her. Then Giselle ends up telling them what Candiace said about Monique and how Monique called Katie Amistad, and that's not right. And she didn't call the girl Amistad. See, this is what I hate, when people give people information and they don't get the shit right and they fuck shit up and cause chaos and confusion. I really hate that. She said that Katie is more free-spirited now. And it's kind of like Amistad, give us free, let us be free, and that type of setting. She did not call that girl a slave and all this other shit that they trying to come up with. So, you know, they all up in arms about that. Y'all know Giselle still don't like Monique. I don't give a fuck what she say. But she talking about, well, we've been getting to a better place. So, you know, I'm going to confront her on it, but I ain't going to attack her. Whatever, Giselle. Then she makes some comments saying that Katie's hair wrapped up looks better than Monique on her best day. I don't think so. Monique is a very beautiful woman, and I'm thinking, shit, Giselle, Robyn, and Monique, they like the best looking ones on here. Like, so Giselle, you just don't like Monique because she rich and got her husband, and you don't have those things, honey. You got to buy a fixer-upper, honey. You gotta pay to get your house fixed up. Monique got 4 houses and she was just able to buy it, honey. So, with her husband, but still, she, you know, she's connected to the coins. That's what it's about, honey. You just jealous. Next, honey, we got the struggle dance class that Karen and Ray is taking. Ray, you need to just sit your ass down, honey. You just need to sit down at this point, play bingo and spades all day, and just give it. He couldn't even, like, do the little dance they was doing. Karen talking about Ray has never had any rhythm, honey. Well, then just sit down with your man. I thought it was kind of funny. Next, we got Monique. She is doing a photo shoot in water for her baby. You know, she's pregnant. She wants to capture being in the water, being pregnant. She looked pretty. So, like I said, Ashley comes through. And they end up talking. And basically, they end up talking about, you know, all the shit that they went through. And how the same shit that Candiace is doing to Ashley, Ashley did at one point to Monique. Yeah, but the only difference is I feel like Candiace is genuinely calling Ashley out because, like Candiace has said all throughout this episode, shit keeps coming up. Ashley, you were unnecessarily, in my opinion, throwing Monique under the bus. You kept trying to make it look like the girl was alcoholic. I don't think she was alcoholic. She was probably tired from all the shit she was doing. And, you know, and it happens with a lot of people. They're tired. They drink that alcohol. It makes them extra tired. Doesn't mean that they're drunk. And then, you know, she crashed her car and that's how that happened. So, and you attacked her at a vulnerable time in her life. Now you're going through a lot of vulnerable shit and you getting attacked and now you feel backed into a corner. But what you put out there, sweetheart, is just what you get back. So I don't feel sorry for you. And I do feel like it's a difference in what Candiace is doing versus what you was doing. Because it's your husband that's going around talking about he want to suck somebody's dick and y'all married and trying to get pregnant. That just don't seem right. And I can't figure out on what reality show that person wouldn't call your ass out. And I'm trying to understand if you're trying to say you're trying to have a baby and your doctor or whatever, you talking about it's so hard for you and you need to watch what you eat and not drink, but you steadily fucking drinking, she has a right to call you out. And she had already did, and I think Candiace did some extra shit, and I was like, okay, Candiace, all right, we get your point, you know. But shit keeps popping up with you, Ashley. So that's why motherfuckers stay on your ass. Okay, next we got Giselle. She's showing her mother the house that she's trying to buy and fix up. Like I told y'all, Giselle is full of shit. Giselle will talk about everybody else's money, their money problems. And then she wants to get on here all humble. Because she couldn't wait to tease Karen and Ray and about their tax problems and how they probably don't have that much money and why did Karen move? Because she ain't got that much money. And bitch, what are you doing? Buying a property. And I know a lot of people will be like, well, that's smart. You know, she's buying a property and fixing it up. But bitch, when you the baddest thing walking and the baddest one talking, whatever the fuck your damn, your little line you say when the show come on, you know, you can't move like that. You can't move like that. You need to be making some big purchases. You sitting up here talking all humble and shit. Well, I hope they accept my little bid, you know. Oh, now it's little? You know, you attack Monique about her houses and what she got. And, you know, yeah, Monique was doing bragging and shit. But, see, Giselle, I got you pegged out. Okay? I got you figured out. And you are a jealous woman. And now you trying to act all humble and shit. Like, we didn't forgot how you done talked about other people and their finances. But now you trying to, and the property that she's fixing up, it don't look that bad. It don't look as bad as the house Robyn is doing. But I'm just saying, why even, that's how I could tell people are fake. Because they'll talk about other people and their finances, but look at them. You know, let me buy this property. Let me try to fix it up. Go buy. You got money, right? You got the coins, right? Go get something lavish, okay? But yeah, anyways, her mother is proud of her and happy she's taking a project on. And more power to you, Giselle. But you watch how you talk about other people's finances. Okay, so next we got this scene with Michael and Ashley. They're stupid asses. Got the most problems on this show and still trying to be shady towards people. I'm going to get to it. Anyways, Ashley gets to telling Michael about how she bonded with Karen at the little salt place that they was at. You know, when they had a little bonding and healing moment. He told him about that. And then she said, well, I don't want to mention all the stuff that Candiace has been saying, you know, it's negative. I don't get why I need to even tell him about that. And then Michael talked about how emotional he was at Monique's rainbow party. So then after that, they end up bringing up Candiace. Ashley did. She says she's having a tasting at her home. And here go Michael. At her home or is it the mother's home? They both end up laughing. And Ashley was like, I think it's her mom's home. Her mom ain't gonna be there, though. Ashley, at least she has a fucking mother that actually has some coins. She ain't got no begging ass, crackhead, acting ass mother like you. Okay? So, while you trying to be funny, she's in a better position than you are. Because actually, her mother giving her the coins, and your mother gotta come to you for coins. You and Michael. And she just now getting her shit together. So you are in no position, sweetheart, to be talking about anybody's mother. I'm just saying. Okay, so we got this scene with Robyn where Juan and the boys, them badass boys. Woo, they bad. Child, they ain't even do nothing on this scene, but I know they bad, honey. Anyways, they fixed her breakfast, and of course, to Robyn, it's just like, oh my God, Juan actually cooked me breakfast, honey. He cares so much about me. I'm like she always act like she is so shocked by Juan. That Juan is looking kind of good. I was looking at Juan, I said, all right, Robyn, I see why we got the struggle love going, honey. Wouldn't be me, but oh, Juan look like he all right. He could be all right sometime. Anyways, she is getting to the point where she realizes her boys have been looking up her and Juan and their situation, and they realize that they are divorced. And Robyn, you should have been talking to them about that. I don't get why parents feel the need to lie to children. Tell them the truth. Tell them as much as they can handle and keep it moving. So now they have to explain why they got divorced and, why is it all these different changes to their family. But Robyn feels like, what, we're in a better place. And it is time for me and Juan to figure out, should we remarry? What are the next steps in our relationship? Because we need to do something. And Robyn, I am happy that you are finally at that point. I am not a person that's, you need to get married, so I really don't give a fuck about what you do, but for the sake of your children and for you, Robyn, because I feel like you want to be married to Juan. You're just so afraid. So I'm glad you are open to taking that step, so that did come out, good out of all of this. They are actually, in that place to take things to another level instead of we divorced and we still messing around and we raising our kids and, and if that's what they want to do, that's cool. But I'm glad there's clarity around, their situation. So next scene, we have Monique and Candiace. Monique looks really pretty pregnant. Like, her face is so full. She looks so cute. She look like a chipmunk. She do. Cute chipmunk. Anyways, they're sitting down having lunch and they start kind of being shady about how Ashley visited Monique and, she's still not, Monique was like, she's still not in the house. We were outside, but, we had a pretty good time. Monique don't waste no time. She tell Candiace, Ashley mentioned to me you felt some type of way about what I said about Katie, about the whole Amistad thing, and Candiace felt like Monique was judging Katie, and I don't feel that way at all. Candiace, you my girl, but I don't feel like that. I feel like she just meant to say that Katie was free-spirited. And yeah, she brought the Amistad part into it, but it was just to describe how free-spirited she is, because she was pretty, prim and proper, before. So she was just discussing how Katie has changed. No big deals, but that's not how Candiace took it. And then Candiace was like, in her confessional, like, damn, I told Giselle that. Giselle done put a whole spin on it. I forgot that Giselle don't even like Monique, so this shit is getting messy because of me. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, bitch, because of you. Keep your mouth shut. I need you to target your gun at Ashley. I need you to come for Ashley. This whole thing you're doing with Monique and Giselle, unnecessary drama. So Monique brings up Candiace's mother, and she's just like, I feel like you trying to pick me apart the way your mother does you. Doop. Look, that was a read. Monique, I don't think it's necessary for you to bring this woman's mother into it. You know how much drama that girl got going on when it comes to her mother, and I feel like that was unnecessary. And one thing they tend to do on these type of shows that I don't like is you will tell people what you're going through, and they will find a way to use that shit against you and twist your words. But then again, Candiace, you didn't have to go and tell Giselle this situation, so you kind of brought this on yourself. But at the same time, Monique, you wrong too, because I just don't feel like you need to go there with her mother. So they show a clip where Monique had told Candiace that she's turning into the new Ashley. Like I said, I don't think so. I think Ashley was doing it just unnecessarily, just trying to fit in with that damn Giselle and Robyn to be messy. She was running back telling them shit about Monique, knowing that Giselle didn't like Monique. So I felt like that was more or less Ashley's intentions. I believe what Candiace said. She feels like this whole situation with Ashley, it does not smell right. And she's just like, hell, I'm going to bring this shit up because it's some shit about Ashley that's just not right. And you all, it's not right. Like, you're trying to have a baby, but you make comments about how you shouldn't be drinking, but you be drinking anyways, and be drinking too much. Then you just do unnecessary ass shit, like the shit with your man. You know, y'all are married and he crying over a miscarriage, but nonetheless, y'all at some damn party and he mentions sucking another man's dick. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, who the fuck is gonna let go of that? So, you know, I feel I'm on Candiace's side, pretty much. I did at first a little bit. I think the last time she got on Ashley, I was kind of like, okay, Candiace, we get the point, we get it. You don't need to keep, you know. But shit, now all more shit coming out. It's like, something ain't right with this bitch. Because Ashley, if you notice, she's a little baby Kenya Moore on this show. She likes to antagonize people, be all up in their fucking business. And then when you come for her, she's just so defensive and in her feelings. Girl, bye. Okay, so next we are at Candiace's house. Chris is getting the food and stuff together for the ladies to taste. That Chris is a good man, honey. I was looking at him. I said, I see you, Chris. Okay? I love me a man that can cook, honey. Okay? And Chris is quick with it, honey. He be whipping up shit like it ain't nothing. Candiace putting flowers and shit on the table. And she's just like, honey, we got to get these women's opinions about your food. That way we can get this cookbook going and we can get the hell out of my mama's house, honey. Okay? Okay, so the first person to get there is Robyn. You know, she greets Candiace and Chris. And then the second person to get there is Giselle. And, you know, she greets Candiace and Chris, too. So, as soon as Giselle gets in there, she talking about, well, Chris, we gonna need something special to taste since me and Robyn in here. You know, we got here first. And he gives them some type of potato skin. And Giselle, honey, was just like, damn, that shit is good. Robyn loves the food, too. I told y'all that boy Chris, I ain't even taste his cooking. But I know he can throw down, honey. He don't mess around. So Robyn ends up getting on Candiace about, you know, how she's been coming at Ashley lately. And they, you know, her and Giselle don't think it's cool. And Robyn is just like, you won't let the shit go. You're constantly coming at that girl. You know that girl trying to have a baby. She don't need to be stressed out. Like, why are you so involved in her business? Candiace ends up spilling the tea. Well, you know that night we were all out and drinking. Me, you, Michael, Ashley. That was the night I heard that Michael said he wanted to suck a man's penis. One of our men. And Robyn said, oh my God, I thought I was hearing something. I thought I was just so drunk that, you know, Robyn, you know you heard that shit, girl. But Robyn was like, I thought it was just me. I thought I was dreaming it. I didn't know. But she was like, yeah, I remember that shit. And okay. So now Robyn is like, okay, now it's kind of making sense. Even though me and Ashley are cool now, she's like, well, it's kind of making sense now that Candiace has all these questions about Ashley's marriage with Michael and, you know, what they're doing. And Candiace mentioned in her confessional, she feels like Michael and Ashley are putting up a sham of a facade of a marriage. And I agree. I think Ashley's going to have that baby. And within a year or two, they will be done. Because I really do feel like Ashley got with him just for mainly the money. You know, I think she's kind of put up with Michael, you know, to have some type of financial security. Because let's be honest, we know she ain't got nan when it came. She ain't got no financial security when it come to that mother. That mother is a damn leech herself. So, you know, she go secure that baby, that relationship will be over. Because I don't think it's all that real either. Like, why the hell would your man be going around talking about how he want to suck another man's dick? I wish my man would be doing that stupid shit. Chris ends up joining the conversation saying he heard it too. So that's how you know it's true. You got all three of them confirming it like that. That don't look good. They mentioned after Michael had made the comment about wanting to suck somebody's penis, him and Ashley disappeared for like 30 minutes. You know, they couldn't figure out where they was at. So y'all remember how Giselle was getting on Candiace, and now she's coming to the realization. Okay, at first I thought Candiace was being messy. It's coming to her like, okay, she got reason to feel the way she feel about Michael and Ashley's relationship. So Monique is next to come in the house, into Candiace's house, and Giselle is like, you know what, I ain't got time to be confronting Monique about what she said about Katie. We need to figure out whose dick Michael wanted to suck, okay? We need to get to the bottom of this. Karen is next to come in. She greets Candiace. And then Ashley is next to come in as well. The ladies all begin tasting the food, saying how good it is. Katie comes in as well. I forgot all about her, so she's there too. So already Ashley has a battery in her back. She's going to confront Candiace. They're about to sit down and eat. Ashley got this big ass smile on her face. I'm like, girl, little do you know, the joke is on you, bitch. So they end up talking about drinking while you pregnant, how it's okay to have a little bit of wine. And then Ashley begins on Candiace. Well, oh, it's such a big deal, though, when I have some alcohol and I'm not even pregnant yet. And then Candiace was like, listen, when you do drink and, you know, while you are pregnant, or if you're having trouble getting pregnant, it is frowned upon. You know, you need to do what you need to do. But she was just like, I don't even care about that no more. So then Ashley gets on Candiace about lying and faking about her marriage. About Michael. You know, all that crying he was doing at the rainbow party. It was fake and this, that, and the other. So... child, they end up going back and forth over that. Candiace felt like she basically felt like Michael was putting on and, you know, he was doing too much. And I told you all, I felt like he was just a little weird too. It's okay to be emotional about your miscarriage, but why would you come to somebody else's party and do all of that, you know, but whatever. Candiace ends up mocking Ashley, you know, how she was crying at the rainbow party and talking about her miscarriage and stuff. So Candiace ends up saying, you know, Ashley, you just need to stop being so fake. And, you know, and then Ashley, well, how you gonna tell me how I'm faking my miscarriage and I'm fake about how I'm feeling or whatever. And we sitting up in here in your mama's house. Oh, why she say that? Candiace stood her ass up, honey, in all her glory. And she said, bitch, don't talk about my motherfucking mama. And she had a knife in her motherfucking hand and shit. And was pointing that motherfucker at Ashley. I thought Candiace was going to stab her with that goddamn knife. She was pointing that motherfucker. Ashley was scared. Chris had to come and pull Candiace away. Candiace looked like she was about to let her motherfucking ass have it. She was just telling her, you need to get out. Don't be talking about my mother and shit. And Ashley, you was wrong. You didn't have to go there with the mother. Because like I said, at least her mother didn't put money into her home. Your mother was taking money out of your home, Ashley. She almost caused a problem with you getting your coins from Michael's, you know, so don't go there with the mothers, Ashley. But I was all the way here, honey, for what Candiace was doing, giving her the business, honey, pointing that damn knife. I was here for it. I said, yes, get her. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.